Allison just said she has nothing to sip.
I have nothing to sip. I don't think I have anything left inside of me of like energy to give. I think we have like run it into the ground, Jer Bear. What do you think?
The sip and the sass?
No, I'm just so exhausted.
Oh, fair.
We have run morning to night.
Today's been a great day. Very busy.
No, it's midnight.
It
A little after.
It started with brunch. No, it's midnight 30.
It's 12:30.
Yeah. Started with brunch.
Well, it started with an abrupt oh shit because my alarm went off and I apparently pushed stop and didn't remember that. I don't think that's ever happened to me in the history of ever. And we were supposed to be meeting our friends on the Upper West Side.
Hold this for a second.
At 10:30, except for now it turns out it was 10:15. I was given false information. And
I have a sip.
anyway, it was 9:45 and I was like, wow. You'll be pleased to know that we were only 10 minutes late to the 10:30 time. It wasn't until we were pulling up in the taxi that Jerry said the reservation was for 10:15. Well, sir, I was under the impression this whole time that 10:30 was our time. I don't know what's happening over there. Anyway, but we had a lovely brunch with Tregony and Ivan. And then we meandered down to Levain Bakery, which, let me say,
Oh my gosh.
these might be my favorite cookies I've ever had.
In the history of ever.
Tregony said, get the oatmeal raisin, and yes.
What did you say? You'll slap yourself?
Makes you want to slap yourself. And Jerry's like, I want to slap the people on the street. It was so good. And then we walked down to Lincoln Center, and then we took a taxi home.
Did you turn the air up? It's hot in here.
Okay, calm down.
Did you turn the air up?
I don't know. Jerry, focus on the...
I'm sorry. You hold this, I'm going to turn the air down.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sweating so bad.
You guys. Anyway, so that was really great. And then we went to our first show of the day. I can't talk about it though because Jerry Bear's not here. And
You turned it up.
because this is our last sip and sass, because I said we just have to put both of them together because it's just so late and I'm so tired and we have to be up and out by 10:30, 10:15.
I thought our thing was at 10:30.
It is, so we have to be up and out with our bags checked at the bottom.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, we're going to the Museum of Broadway. Blah, blah, neither here nor there. Okay, so our first show was MJ.
So good.
MJ, OMG.
I knew you would love it.
Guess what? I hate the saying of OMG. It's the literal worst. But, yes,
Move this arm.
it was really so good.
Grab one of those and will you hand it to me?
This
Yeah.
chocolate.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I'm gonna feed him his grapes. Shall I fan you?
I'm really hot.
Okay, so first of all, I need to give an ample ass tally account. Okay. What was the really bad one? Kimberly Kimbo. That was the most offensive seat of all.
That theater is
I don't even remember.
the Booth Theater.
The Booth Theater. Offensive seats for the fatty. But then next in line was this MJ seat. No, it might have been the seat tonight.
Okay.
But MJ was a second. It was okay. I was fine. It was just my knees were hitting the seat. But anyway, that show is really good.
I'm so glad you thought so.
Yeah. The use of the set, which was really just a giant open stage, but it had really cool like windows and projections behind it, and they rolled on these giant mirrors and or in the same shape of the giant mirrors, just black panels. And it was just used really, really well. And then there's this wee child who plays young Michael. I don't know, he's probably 10 or 11.
Somewhere in the 10 to 12 range.
And this kid could dance like a mamber jamber and sing harmonies. And then you have young Michael who, okay, so I call him young Michael. Then you have like middle Michael. The guy was very talented, but I was like, why does he talk like that? He sounds like Zoolander. He did. He really did. The way he said things, I was like, sir, what is happening to you? It's just, he sounded like Zoolander, okay? But Jerry lured him because his smile could light up the world. He did. He had a very toothy, wide smile. He was great. And the guy who played the older Michael version was incredibly talented. Here are my complaints. The sound was too loud, like the band over the singers.
I will tell you, it did not sound like that on the floor when I saw it in January.
And I wondered if that was more about where we were sitting.
Sweating.
He was really hard to understand.
That is true.
And because he's using the affected Michael voice, so it's high, it's soft. And so I was like, is he saying words? I mean, I know I have some hearing issues, but is he saying words? But Jerry said he was hard to understand. But incredibly talented. Guy could dance. And when he went to wail up high, I was like, okay. Yes, sir. Take me to church, Michael. It was just really good. And the people in the show, they transform into other characters. So like this guy is his manager, and they are rehearsing for the Dangerous tour. It takes place over 2 days. And but the manager in a moment's time would transform into his dad, in a
flashback.
Yeah, to Joseph Jackson. Or this other backup singer girl would transform into his mom. And the other people are transforming into his brothers. And so it's like these memories. It's a good look.
I'm sorry, I'm too hot.
I think Jerry's having what we like to call a spell. And it's a blood sugar drop, and then you get really hot and sweaty because it's not hot in here. And I'm the one menopausal, so I mean, bye Jerry. Apparently this is mine. It's just my review. He's left the building. Anyway, so they were just, oh my gosh, he's undressing. You guys, he's undressing. This is so embarrassing. Let's just keep this right here on me. By the way, here's yeah. I'm gonna look over here, but the camera's right here. I can't do it. Okay, so just the dancing was freaking amazing. It was phenomenal, and there were some really cool costumes, and of course they made like the very iconic Michael Jackson sparkle sequin jackets and the red Thriller jacket. And I'm sad that Jerry is having a meltdown over there because he has some really great insights to the whole Thriller song. Because Michael says, because what happened when they were getting ready for the Dangerous tour is MTV came, and this one girl from MTV, and she wanted to do a documentary, and I guess it's a real documentary. Thanks for the sip, Jer. Anyway, and he says to her towards the end,
He's asking him a bunch of questions.
Yeah.
Well, what about this? What about this? And he's like, listen, the answers to all of the questions you're asking me can be found in my music.
Yeah.
Just
So
go listen to my music.
his music is very like autobiographical. And so Thriller is not about like a literal monster. It's about the monster that's his dad. Right?
And I would say it's his personal demons.
Yeah. It's his personal
strive
demons
to
and
be
his
perfect, and his need to be loved and accepted and left alone, and like his whole thing about striving for perfection, because his dad, when he was a kid, is like, can we take a break? You'll get a break when it's perfect.
Yeah.
And spoiler alert, the last line in the show, or one of, he looks at his manager, because he's like, let's take a break or whatever, and he's like, it's good, Michael, it's really good. And he says, but is it perfect?
It's actually
Oh.
it's a heartbreaking show too, because you see him as this broken child, this person that never got love. He just was pushed and pushed and pushed and pimped out,
So
basically.
hard, yeah.
And
then
he
doesn't want to go back on tour with his brothers, like in this victory tour. And they're like, but we all need the money, Michael. We need the money, and they won't take us unless they have you. And he's like, I don't want to do it. And his mom's like, listen, we've prayed about it, and God said that you should do it. And he's like, okay.
Yeah. It's
so hard.
There's sweet story and heart, but the dancing is mind blowing. I will say the experience was slightly tainted because the man behind us,
Yeah, at Hungarian food for lunch.
he was burping up hot dog burps all night.
It was hot dogs?
Yes, and it was like, sir.
It was so offensive.
I think he needed a doctor. He was not well. We certainly weren't. Because we were like, watch. Smell.
Like literally putting our coats over our
It
noses.
was so offensive.
So
And I was
bad.
like, hot dog burp.
Allison, you're being really loud. It's midnight 30. Hand me those mints.
I will not hand you those mints. They are mine and you have your own.
Mine are gone.
Your entire box of candy's gone?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, I would like to point out, I had this size. He had the large size.
Back off.
His is gone. Apparently I'm being too loud again. Anyway, so
You just get excitable and then you get loud.
I know. So
and you forget.
all I'm here to say is hot dog burps ruined it a little bit. But the show was so good, and really it's coming to
Those
Arizona.
transitions.
Yeah,
Come
just
on.
all of it, and the dancing, and the singing.
Oh,
Sheesh. The manager guy, the dad, man.
holy buckets.
Such a good voice. So I'm just here to say it's coming to Gamage. You need to see it.
Yeah, get tickets, y'all.
For
Seriously.
sure.
Get tickets.
And if for no other reason, come on. If you are my age, I mean Michael Jackson. Hello.
He's weaved into our childhood.
He was our childhood, and those songs are played, and it's like a big old rock concert, and you're like, yes, I'm bad, and then I'm big black, oh what? I mean, it does all of his great. Shut up. You're just the rudest person I've ever met.
I said nothing.
I know. You mocked in your face. You laughed at me. We might have been together too long at this point.
I need one of those.
No! Those are off limits to you. Anyway, it's a great show.
It's so good.
Okay.
What was that?
I have to see how long it was.
Put your glasses on.
You know, I'm an old lady. Think I'm going through menopause. And I'm blind. Things are going well. I might be losing some hearing as well. What you gonna do? Okay. So then, we left MJ, and we trotted on over to Back to the Future because Casey was going to introduce us to Hugh Coles.
Love him.
And to the girl who was his mom, Lorraine. I don't know her real life name. But she was Sophie in Mamma Mia on Broadway.
And she is beautiful.
She's very lovely.
Oh my gosh.
And then, because Jerry really wanted to meet Amber, she plays his sister, and she's in the chorus.
She's the one that I talked about. And she was so wonderful and kind and
really
sweet.
pretty. Yeah.
She's gorgeous.
Yeah, and she wants to be Jerry's best friend now. Those were her words.
I'm in.
Okay, so
Hashtag Broadway bestie.
sorry, Casey.
Well, Casey, I just love Casey, but she's my Broadway bestie.
Okay. Anyway, so we met Hugh Coles, delightful, and got a picture with him.
Very, very nice.
And that's that. And then we shopped a little bit. Then we put it all back, and we're like, Jerry, we have a show we need to go to.
I forgot. I was like, I'm hungry. Let's go eat. And she was like, we don't have time. And I'm like, time for what? Oh, yeah, we have a show. Sorry, I forgot.
And so we ended the trip with
6.
you guys. I didn't even want to see this show. I was
She
really
didn't.
bugged about it. We were supposed to see Spam-A-Lot, and Jerry ruined everything. And so it was like, fine, we're going to see 6. And I was like, well, fine.
If I had to see Kimberly and Kimbo, this was the compromise.
Yeah, and I was like, whatever, we'll see 6.
What, Allison?
I'm all in. I think it might have been my favorite one I saw the whole trip.
Are you serious?
I loved it so much. I am not about
Are you
woman
shitting me
power.
right now?
No, I'm not shitting you. I'm not about woman power. I hate, like, you
What?
know, I'm a woman and hear me roar. I hate that. But I loved this. Well, that's why I was afraid. I was like, I don't want to see this because they're all about, you know.
You guys, this face is real.
And we don't talk about it. We do not talk about what we thought about the show until we do yeah. So I didn't say anything. I really loved it so much.
Holy shit.
It was fun from the moment it started until it ended. Those women are redonkulous. Their singing is
What? Hold this.
stupid.
Hold this.
Is so stupid. Their singing. You know who Jerry loves? Do you know who it is?
Look, all 6 of them signed my book.
Yeah.
I bought the book.
Jerry's in love with the Jane Seymour because she's a chubby white girl. Chubby blonde. She's beautiful, actually.
Bella Coppola.
Yeah.
This
she's
is her Broadway debut.
she's absolutely beautiful and she's chubby. And Jerry is drawn to the chubs. What can I say?
But she sings
Oh yeah.
her face off.
Heart of Stone, she did. It was beautiful.
Oh my gosh.
But like the costumes are super cool.
They're just very, very, very plain.
There's no set. It's an all-woman band, rock stars,
Yeah.
like a bass, a guitar, and
Drums
piano
and
and
keys.
drums, and they're wearing like badass
Yeah.
costumes too. They're standing on the stage the whole time,
Huh?
and the women. I mean, it's funny. It's super funny. It's just fun, and it's a full-blown rock concert.
It's a total
And
concert.
every one of the songs are just like so cool. And every one of the women just truly embodied the character that they were given to create.
Yeah.
And they were all very different from
Yeah.
each other.
Yeah.
And and it's 90 minutes, no intermission. Hi, sign me up. There's no better show than 90 minutes and no intermission, frankly. I don't have an attention span beyond it, okay?
And she's usually asleep
I
for
get
80
tired.
of those.
You're being ridiculous, and that's bull. But I do get tired, and I'm like, oh, I hate intermissions. Let's get on with the show. I hate that break in the show. And so, yeah. Do you have anything to add?
I'm so happy right now. You guys, I've been listening to the live opening night soundtrack, cast album, whatever. Get off me, Gil. And I've loved it. I've loved it, and I've laughed at it, and I think it's so great. And then I was like, I really want to see it. And Allison's like, I don't want to see it.
No.
And I was like, please, let's go see
No.
it. I don't want to see it.
That's me. No.
Oh my gosh, I am so happy right now.
I would go see it again. I crow.
Who are you?
I will see it again. It was so breezy. It was just fun.
And your favorite was House of Holbein?
The German one.
Yeah, uh-huh.
She was a Catherine too, right?
Yeah.
She was freaking sassy. I loved her. And there was another girl in the cast, the one that survived. She was one of the most stunningly beautiful women I've ever seen in my life. I was like,
so pretty.
you are beautiful.
She was strikingly gorgeous.
Yeah.
Like, just a beautiful, beautiful woman. Like, right from the beginning, I was like, oh, hey there, blue girl, you're gorgeous.
Guys, it's just crazy. But we went out on a bang.
You're yelling again.
I'm not yelling.
You're,
Sorry.
you're deaf. And that makes you talk loud.
That's rude.
You can't hear how loud
Okay,
you are.
except for that you tell me all the time that you can't understand me because
That's
I
because you
mumble.
mumble because you're deaf. You.
He's not being nice to me tonight. He's kind of been a little bit pissy and snippy the last 2 days, okay? If we're just being real talk here.
I have
And I'm
not.
like, what is wrong with you? The first 2 days
What?
was like sunshine and lollipops, and I could do no wrong. And then the next 2 days, he's like, okay, dear. I'm like, stop. Why are you mean to me?
Not true.
All I was trying to say was we went out on a real bang. Okay. And my 2 favorite shows of the trip.
Are those two?
Yeah.
Better than Kimberly Akimbo?
Yes. So different. These are 2 rock concerts. And I don't even like to listen to rock concerts. But very different. Kimberly Akimbo, I would actually watch that one again too. I loved I just loved the heart of it, and I loved the characters, and I thought it was I just thought it was cute. I liked it a lot. So there's that. And the thing is I actually liked all of the shows. I wouldn't go see Merrily We Roll Along again, just because I'm like, seen it, you know. I'm not dying to see that again. And Harry Potter's just amazing. Like,
Oh, I would see that 100 more times.
but anyway, yeah, that's our reviews on 6 and MJ, right there, and the burping hot dog man.
Which wasn't me.
It was not him. And the lady at 6. Okay, so I like to stand and wait because 6 seat. Well, I had no feeling in my legs afterward because, I mean, I was in it. Okay, I have had worse experiences in life.
You filled the seat.
I filled it, and the armrest was like digging into my side. Whatever. Okay, but so I stand and wait because I'm not gonna get up every time someone comes. There also were people who showed up 35 minutes late.
35
to
minutes
MJ.
after MJ started. 35 minutes. If I was the house manager, I'd be like, get the hell out of here.
Seriously, just rude.
What is wrong with you?
Oh, and I have to talk very briefly because we're way over time about the fact that they now sell concessions.
Oh.
Maddening. Because the entire second act, this is what I hear.
Here, hold this for a second. I'll tell
As
you
people
exactly
are
what it's
opening their baggies and eating their chips. Yes! Why? Point made.
like. But you think that I'm kidding? It's
It was
really that bad.
It was really, really, really
awful.
maddening. So stop it. Stop selling freaking concessions at the play.
Yeah, just let people get drunk.
Dumb. But I started that for a reason.
Concessions. You were mad about concessions?
Yeah, but I had started something before that. I was like, oh yeah, let me talk about concessions. And
I don't know.
no either. Well, that's sad.
Are we going to do a wrap-up tomorrow?
Well, I just gave it away. I gave it away. Gave my pics away. We'll see.
Well, I think we should do a wrap-up anyway.
Okay, but anyway, today was a real winner of a day. And these are definitely shows that you should put on your list, okay? Whether it's coming to a town near you or you make it out here to the Broadway.
Yeah.
Worth it. Thanks for coming along with us
Yeah.
on our trip.
We appreciate the 4 of you that watched.
Yes.
Thank you.
Good night.